I never imagined that one poorly timed remark would shatter everything we had built together. It was just another ordinary evening, one that seemed harmless at first. We were invited to a small get-together at one of his friends' places, nothing extravagant, just a few drinks, light music, and casual conversation. I was feeling a little restless that night, craving something different, a small spark to liven things up. Maybe I wanted to show a side of myself his friends hadn't really seen. Witty, playful, even a little mischievous. He was by the couch telling some story to the group. But as he spoke, he stumbled briefly, fumbling his words. His friends let out soft chuckles. But I, in my impulsiveness, decided to escalate it. "Come on, you're so clumsy," I said loudly, flashing a playful grin, my voice carrying over the soft music. A few people glanced over, laughter spreading across the room. I laughed too, thinking it was all in good fun, a harmless tease, something everyone could laugh at together. But when I looked at him, I saw something different. His eyes weren't smiling. They had grown distant, guarded, like I had struck a nerve I never knew existed. He stayed quiet, but the warmth that once flowed so easily between us vanished instantly. The rest of the night, he barely acknowledged me. I tried to catch his gaze, to silently signal that it was only a joke, but the silence between us stretched wider, colder. When we left, I figured he just needed some time to cool off. I was wrong. He offered me a quick goodbye, no hug, no kiss, not even the usual "I love you," just a simple nod before he walked away. I didn't know then that it would be the last time I saw him that night. Were I all dot the next day, I reached out, a simple message, "Hey, I'm sorry if I upset you." But there was no reply. I waited a day and messaged again. Still nothing. I convinced myself that he was busy, that maybe he just needed space. But days kept passing, and the silence remained unbroken. I called, texted, even contacted some of his friends, desperate for any information. But they either avoided the subject or politely changed the topic. Finally, one friend quietly said, "He's been keeping to himself. I think he's more hurt than you realize." At first, I struggled to understand how could one harmless tease have wounded him so deeply. I had always thought that light teasing was part of being close, part of intimacy and fun. But slowly, the truth settled on me like a heavy weight. I hadn't simply teased him, I had humiliated him. Right in front of people who mattered to him, I had made him the target of the joke and joined in the laughter, leaving him exposed and alone in that moment. What I intended as playful had become cruel. Without me realizing it, I waited, hoping he'd eventually reach out, hoping for some sign that he could forgive me, but it never came. Instead, he disappeared completely from my life. No calls, no texts, no explanations, just emptiness where he used to be. The weight of that night grew heavier with each passing day. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that look, not anger, but something deeper. Disappointment, betrayal, and a quiet decision that he wouldn't stay where he wasn't respected. I replayed it endlessly. Could I have stopped myself before the words slipped out? Could I have chosen kindness instead of cheap amusement? The harsh answer was yes. I had taken him for granted, used his vulnerability as entertainment, and paid the price by losing the best person I ever had. Weeks turned into months. The emptiness inside me hardened, becoming a permanent reminder of the damage careless words can cause. No matter how many apologies I whispered into the silence, I knew that some wounds cut too deep to be healed by words alone. I came to learn that respect isn't only shown through grand gestures or dramatic promises. Often, it's a quiet decision to protect the person you love, even from your own impulses. It's choosing not to turn them into the punchline, especially when others are watching. Love requires care, and I had failed in that moment. Now, whenever I see couples sharing quiet laughter or holding hands, I wonder if they realize how fragile that connection truly is, how easily one moment can snap the thread that holds it all together. I live with that pain every day, learning slowly to forgive myself. But forgiveness is hard when his absence echoes louder than any apology I could ever give. If I had the chance to turn back time, I wouldn't just apologize. I would pull him close, tell him what he meant to me, and promise never to make him feel small again. But I can't. All I have left now is the emptiness where he once was, and the bitter memory of my own mistake.